Wednesday, my dudes. Dudes.
Hey everybody, it's Jamie from Red Raccoon Games. Okay, so I obviously know it's not Wednesday, but that just amused me, really. So, and sometimes I just do stuff that just amuses me, and that's all there really is to it. So, hope everybody's having a good day. It's Thursday, August the 13th, and so I don't really have anything serious that I wanted to talk about today. So we're gonna let this one be on you guys and see what you guys want to talk about. So I'm up for any ideas or any questions that people had. I guess the big news that I have is, for some ungodly reason, I let Jesse go on vacation, and so today was Jesse's last day in the store for like 9 days. Actually, I think it's 7 days. He'll be back a week from Sunday. And we're going to find out what happens when Jesse's gone for a week. And Jesse is an important part of the glue that holds the store together. So we're going to see what happens if the rest of us can manage to hold things together while Jesse's gone for a week. I feel like my job at the store is to point us in a direction, right? Is to set a tone of here's what I think we should do. And I go and find crazy new products, and I bring new things into the store, and I bring back crazy ideas from other stores and from traveling around and stuff. And then Jesse actually makes things work, right? And he does the staffing, and he makes things work, and people, get their marching orders a lot from Jesse. And so he needs a break. It's going to be good. He's doing some staycations, spend some time building some Gundams, catching up on all the manga that he's bought, and spend some time with Roland and Mariah, and they're just going to chill out and have a good time and do some staycationing. I give him 3 days before he's back in the store for some reason, and so we'll see if he beats my predictions and he makes it longer than 3 days. We'll see what happens there. But if you see Jesse out and about, say, "Hey Jesse, heard you're on vacation, and hope you're having a good time, and stay out of the store, Jesse." So we can make it 1 week without Jesse. We're gonna do a test. We're gonna find out what's going on, and we're gonna see what happens without him for a week. In other news going on at the store, I talked on Tuesday about us doing a outdoor screening of the movie Dune, the 1984 release from what's his name, David Lynch, and so we're gonna watch Dune on September the 12th. Tickets are already available. We have to do this as a ticketed event because of COVID-19. The city and the health department told us we couldn't have more than 50 people there, including staff. But then they gave us a bunch of things that we had to do to meet the governor's requirements for an outdoor gathering. And so we've got 40 tickets available. Tickets are available at redraccoongames.net. And if you go to redraccoongames.net, which is where our online store is at, and you click on events, that's where the tickets are right now. They're up and running. And there's 40 available. Once those 40 are gone, that's all we can do for September 12th. If this is popular, we might try to do more outdoor movie nights. Might not be this year, but maybe we'll make this an annual thing of geeking out and doing some movies. Also, a shout out to my friend Marcia, who has been giving me tips on how to license and do this legally the right way, right? We're not setting up a projector in the backyard and doing a movie, so we have to pay for movie rights for the actors and actresses and producer and everybody else. But Marcia, whose family operates a movie theater, said, "Hey, these are the companies to work with to get a fair price because these other companies are going to try to rip you off." And I think she might have saved me like $150 because Marcia's awesome. So redraccoongames.net and go to the events tab, and the Dune movie should be up there live right now. And let's do a test. Let's see if it's up there. People have been signing up for it, so I'm guessing it's up there. So RaccoonGames.net. Click on events calendar, and Customer Appreciation Day showing of Dune. It's right here. Wait, what did I click? Oh, there it is. And I can choose how many people I'm bringing with me. There's the time slot. I can select that time, tell me how many's going there, and I can type in some names. So there you go. It's just like signing up for a class. So Dune is live, and I don't know how many tickets are left, but it's up and running right now. Also, you'll notice on the calendar next week on Tuesday and Thursday, we are doing our first online only Red Raccoon Games live for new players. So Dungeons and Dragons 101 is live for next week, Tuesday and Thursday. Jeff is running the class. It'll be $10, and that will get you a 2-hour slot on Tuesday and a 2-hour slot on Thursday. We've already got 3 people signed up. I think there's 3 more slots that are available for this one. So if you want to learn how to play Dungeons and Dragons, online, this is going to be the way to go. And Jeff is going to do this purely theater of the mind. So Dungeons and Dragons 101 will be theater of the mind with pre-generated characters. And Jeff has got some amazing stuff that he's developed. It's going to be pretty much the same as when we do it in the store, except this is going to be a 4-hour version as opposed to 8 hours that we do in the store. There will be a D&D 102 class eventually, and that one we'll use Roll20 to show people how to actually use Roll20 and use the combat side of Roll20 and play Dungeons & Dragons on Roll20. So we're working on getting the schedule for that one. We do want people to go through 101 before they go to 102, and so we're working on some stuff right now. Also, you'll see on August the 26th is our first online paint night. So WizKids made this really cool Manticore paint night kit. And you can see the picture right there. It's kind of small. Let me see if I can change this around and actually blow that Manticore up a little bit more. Okay, so yeah, there's the Manticore right there on the paint night. I just realized that all the video I'd been clicking in, I didn't push the button to show it on the live stream, so we'll back up a second. But here's the Manticore, and Jessica is going to teach everybody how to paint this. You actually get a kit. It's $19.99. You get the Manticore, which is a good price just for the Manticore. But in the kit, you get 12 small pots of Vallejo paint to paint the Manticore with. And then you get 2 brushes, you get a water pot, and you get a small paint palette. It's all in one compact kit. It's pretty awesome. But there's only 11 of these available because that's the maximum we could get for WizKids. Each store can only get 12, and Jessica's got to have one of them to show you guys how to paint. Again, we're going to do this on Zoom, and it'll be literally a step-by-step of everybody painting at the same time. So you've got to sign up in time to get the kit and come in and pick it up from the store so that you have it at your house or wherever you're going to paint from, because this is another online event. We're trying to do some online stuff with you guys, and we're trying to take some of the stuff that we do at the store a little bit more online. So we'll see how this goes. Jessica was going to do our first paint night kit with the owlbear. And it was literally, I think it was scheduled for like March 23rd or 24th or something like that. And the governor shut the store down on March 21st. So we never did the owlbear kit. But now this Manticore kit is so much better, so much more elaborate than the owlbear paint night we were going to do. It's pretty awesome. So this is going to be the August kit, and we already know that the September kit, we're still trying to find a date for it, but we already know the September kit is going to be an ogre zombie, which is pretty cool mini all by itself. So we're working on that. Let me back up a second. I'm at redraccoongames.net, events, and event calendar. Here is where I was trying to show you the Dune sign up before. So you click on September 12th, Red Raccoon Games presents Dune, the 1984 one. And you can choose some people, select the time slot, and then you can add some people if you're going there. Each group will be able to sit together, and then all the groups will be 6 feet apart. You do have to bring your own lawn chair because it's outside in the street. You don't want to sit on the street for this, so we want you to bring your own lawn chair or any kind of folding chair that you have. And then we are going to require everybody to stay, each group will be 6 feet apart. And we will require everybody to wear a mask. It's all part of the governor's new mandate, right? He passed an executive order last week that said every business must require people to wear masks in their store, or the business can get fined. I mean, you get a warning, then the cops will chase people off of your property, and if your groups are too big, and then then there's fines, and the fines go from like $75 to $2,500. So we've got to get COVID-19 under control so we can reopen the store and do our events in the store again. But this is going to be outside on Jefferson Street. Should be a lot of fun. So there's that. Here's the Dungeons & Dragons 101. We got that going right there. Thank you to Brittany for setting up the online classes. Brittany has been helping and doing a lot of the marketing stuff. So she makes a lot of the logos, and she does a lot of the setup for the events and everything. She's very good at it. She's very detail oriented. One of the things sometimes about being a boss is figuring out which of your staff members are better at something than you are and letting them take the reins and go do stuff. So that's why Jesse does the schedules, and that's why Brittany does the events and the events coordination, because she's very good at it. She's very detailed. Let's see, switch this back around over here. Well, now I'm picture in picture. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so that's going on. Tony had said that he should play Dune while watching Dune earlier. That would be super fun to have Dune board games going, but we're not going to be able to do that at this time. Okay, so the other thing is that we've got coming up is we're coordinating with Jan Lancaster, who owns the Bistro. Most people call her Mama. And the Bistro is the bar almost directly across the street from the game store, from Red Raccoon Games. And they have with the city has helped them coordinate a big area out in front where they've got some parking spaces that have been blocked off so that bar patrons could sit there and sit outside, because we don't want people in the bar spreading COVID around, right? But the Bistro is closed on Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays. So we're coordinating with Jan, and we're coordinating with the city we're going to run game nights outside in those parking spaces that are cordoned off in front of the Bistro. And so we're going to start, I think the first one is going to be a week from next Monday. That's what we're shooting for right now. I've got to get some insurance paperwork that says the game store's insurance will cover if anything happens on city property. So I'm trying to coordinate that between the insurance company and the city right now. It's the same thing that every restaurant and every bar already had to do. We just haven't been doing anything like that outside, so we haven't needed it yet. Now I got to double back and do that. So we are coordinating to do a game night that'll be outside in front of the Bistro. We are going to have staff who is going to bring tables and chairs outside and set things up. And in between each rental of those tables and chairs, we're going to go out there. We're going to sanitize the tables and chairs again to make sure that everything is clean and tidy. And so the Bistro may or may not be open. It depends if they have staff that are available to do it. A couple of the people that work at the Bistro are also teachers, and school starts next week. So, a week from Monday, which let me pull the date up here. A week from Monday is August 24th, we are going to have the first night outside. It's not going to be super big, guys. It's going to be 4 sets of tables and chairs that are going to be out there because, again, we still have to maintain the 6 feet of social distancing. So we're going to put 4 sets of tables and chairs out there. And on that same URL at redraccoongames.net, and then click events and then go to events calendar, you'll be able to see what nights we've got stuff set outside, and you will be able to pick a 90-minute time slot and rent a table, okay? A table to rent is going to be $5. That's going to cover expenses of insurance and everything else, and staff and sanitization and stuff like that. You're going to rent a table. If you want to put you and one other person at the table, party on, Wayne. If you want to do 4 people at the table, party on. That's acceptable too. We're going to ask everybody to, again, wear their masks when they're sitting together. Part of this is going to be that you're going to have to recognize that this is Illinois and August. Okay. So Illinois in August, it could be 75 degrees and beautiful outside with just a light wind and no big deal. Or it could be 95 degrees and no wind whatsoever and miserable. And we can't control that. So we're setting up some space with Jan to do outdoor gaming in front of the bistro. Okay. We're also we're going to have one big table, like a 8-foot table set up where we're going to take some of our terrain outside, and we're going to set up one big table that would be available to rent for if somebody wants. I think I heard it called Outdoor Hammer. I think that's what Robbie called it the other day. So if you want to rent a table for Outdoor Hammer, it's still going to be $5 for 90 minutes. So if you're going to play a big game with like 1,500 points in Warhammer, maybe you need to rent it for 2 slots and get 3 hours in. Okay. But we're working on this. We're going to have it all set up in the same place. Brittany's working on it right now. We're trying to work out a little bit of logistics, but our goal is to have this up and running. So the first outdoor slot will be August 24th. And then we'll do every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday outside. We'll have some tables and chairs set up as long as the weather holds out, right? If it's raining, you're not going to be out there. If we have the crazy windstorms like we had the other day, the microbursts or whatever that was the end of our Red Raccoon A-frame that's outside. It did not survive that. I chased one of the pieces down in front of the pantograph, which was like almost a block away. A lot of this is going to be subjective to the weather. And if you guys want to take a shot at it, we're willing to do it too. We're trying to do whatever we can think of to make it so that people can stay safe and still enjoy themselves. I imagine minis games are going to be popular because the more stuff that has pieces of light, flimsy paper, the more likely it's going to blow away. So we're going to do our best and see what we can come up with. But we are going to have some tables available in front of the bistro, and then one 4 foot by 6 foot setup in front of the game store if you want to do some outdoor hammer. And God, I think that's really a lot of what we got going on right now. T-shirts are on order. So we got T-shirts now on order for regular T-shirts. We've got level up T-shirts because I owe some people some level up T-shirts. We bought a button machine and we're making buttons right now. So we're working on some rainbow Griffey buttons that we're getting made, and some other designs. So people have asked me about this. New dice are on their way. Tons of new board games are on the way. Mariposas is in sometime next week, I think, and that's going to be awesome. It's from the same designer of Wingspan, so we're really looking forward to that. Just going to see if I can bring up a box art for Mariposas here. So this is Mariposas, and it's a game about migrating butterflies, and we're super excited about Mariposas and really looking forward to it. So, we did get some more Wingspan in finally from the same designer, and I'm really stoked about Mariposas across the board, and my managing butterfly migration. Obviously, that's a Japanese version of the game that somebody has made. So that'll be in next week. Pokemon Darkness Ablaze launches tomorrow, and we've got that going on. So I know a lot of folks in the Pokemon community have been really looking forward to that. I don't know why, but Pokemon has gone crazy. Maybe it's because people are looking things to do with their kids and they're teaching kids Pokemon. We can't get enough Pokemon product to make people happy. So sealed packs of Pokemon and theme decks and stuff, I keep trying. I'm ordering them from all over the place. I'm buying them from other game stores all over the United States. And as fast as we're bringing them in, the Pokemon crowd is buying them. I mean, it's an amazing game, and especially in an era where parents are going to be at home with kids and trying to reinforce math lessons and logic and strategy, that Pokemon is your game. There's been multiple studies that have been out that have showed that card games like Pokemon and Magic actually help people produce better math skills. It's because it's that constant, simple math over and over again in your head of keeping track of your health in Pokemon and Magic. And multiple studies have shown that kids that play those kind of card games do better. Same thing with board games, right? We all know that people that play board games do better in math and logic and strategy, as well as social interaction. And God, you want to talk about a time when social interaction is going to be more important than any other time that we face? It's right now, right? It's a little bit crazy. So Christina says muchas Pokemon con gatos. So much Pokemon, something cat. My Spanish is horrible. No Pokemon with cats? Is that what that means? Christina, what does that mean? You got to help me out here. My Spanish has been a long time. Pokemon con gatos. Oh, that's where's the cat? Give us the cat. Everybody's about the cat. I don't know where he's at. I don't know. Wobbles does his own thing. I'm not Wobbles master. You guys have cats. You know for certain that the cats don't do their thing. All right, let me go find them. Let's see. We'll get Wobbles in the camera. I'll be right back. Let's get to walk off the camera during the Facebook Live video. Okay, I found the cat. Give us the cat. Jeez. Many Pokemon with cats. Okay, that's the translation. Look, Wobbles, you're famous. Do you see yourself right there? Look right here. Hey. See? That's you. He was asleep with his paw tucked over his eyes, and I woke him up for you guys because you guys wanted to see the cat. Many Pokemon with cats. God. Chris, you should be reading the new Umbrella Academy book you just bought. Chris picked up Umbrella Academy Volume 2, which is basically what Season 2 on Netflix is all based on. Dude, you better not get your claws and tear up my brand new shirt. Cat claws are not good for the mesh kind of outdoor shirts, the lightweight ones. Oh, Chris is watching Netflix Season 2 of The Umbrella Academy. All right. I haven't seen Season 2 yet. Season 1 was fun. I enjoyed Season 1 quite a bit. I haven't even started Season 2 yet. I did watch the first episode. I think I told you guys the first episode of Star Trek Lower Decks. That was fun. That's the cartoon version. Kind of reminds me of Scalzi's red shirts a little bit. Kind of some of the sarcastic humor that's going on there. So I appreciate that. And then, man, what did I do? Oh, so my D&D group completely fell apart. Oh, I'm double picture-in-picture again. Let me get that out of there. We were supposed to play on Sunday, and everything fell apart right at the last minute with family in town for other people and stuff. So we played the Division 2. Tom Clancy's The Division 2 is on sale for $10, and the remaining D&D party all bought Division 2, and we played video games all night instead of playing D&D. Not an ideal world, but hey, in a world of social distancing, that was the best we could do. And guys, I don't have a whole lot else going on. Anything you guys want to talk about? All the comments so far have all been about the cat. I don't think there's any non-cat comments. Cats and Umbrella Academy. Chris says, this is how I see Wobbles now. Yeah. Familia con gatos. Family with cats. Is that right? Not very good at this. Fun with international wire transfers today. So that's fun. Had to pay for some product that I ordered coming out of the UK, and that's how they wanted to do it. So had to learn, do some new skill development today and learn how to do some wiretapping. Wrong. I've been watching NCIS, so that's a lot of wiretapping there. Learn how to do some wire transfers of money overseas. Katrina wants to know, will you cart the Critical Role pop figures? I don't know. We haven't been carrying the pop vinyl figures recently because we can't get them at a price to be competitive stores, some of the big box stores are selling them at almost our cost to acquire them because they get a cheaper rate when they buy 10,000 of them. And I don't know that we are going to be able to compete with them. So I can check on those. I will actually look for those, Katrina, just to see if we can get the Critical Role ones. Okay, that's a good question. Chris asked about Age of Atlantis. Let me see if I can pull something up on that. Age of Atlantis is the new game from the same guys. It's from the Island of El Dorado Game Corporation. I think that's their official name. El Dorado Games, that's the name? Okay, El Dorado Games. So Age of Atlantis is the new game that they've got going on, and we did back it on Kickstarter because we're such big fans of Isle of El Dorado. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. I've played it a couple of times with Chris at his house, and somebody said, I think El Dorado Games might be in Illinois. I'm not actually sure on that one. So, but I'll just flip over here to the camera. I know that Elf Creek Games is over in Champaign. And Forbidden Games, who made one of my favorite games of last year, which is the Pirates game, as well as Raccoon Tycoon and the new Fat Cats expansion, those guys are just up in Plainfield. And I think that the El Dorado guys, Island of El Dorado guys, El Dorado Games, might be in Illinois too. I need to double check on that one. Age of Atlantis is it's another civilization game, an engine building game. And it just looks cool. I mean, it's got cool minis and it's got cool boards and finishes. And the guys, they just make such really high quality games. We're super stoked. I actually just finalized how many copies that we're getting into the store last night. And Kelly fell asleep and I was sitting in bed with my laptop and finalizing Kickstarter orders. But it just looks solid. And we're pretty excited about this game as well. So, like I said, these guys make really good games. That says we're getting 4 copies. That's what I backed on Kickstarter. We're getting way more than 4. So because we went back to go get more copies of the Island of El Dorado Kickstarter from them, and they were out, and they didn't have any more. And so I am ordering enough of Age of Atlantis. It'll be in early 2021. And I'm trying to get a good chunk of it so we can get at least a few months of it, because you guys get excited about games when we get excited about games, and we're pretty stoked about this one so far. Jeff is salivating all over himself on this one. So, yeah, that'll be something. Pre-orders are open on this one right now if you want to claim one of the copies and make sure you don't miss out on it. Katrina says, okay, so Chris wants one of the Age of Atlantis games. I'll put you in for one, Chris. And so, yeah, so Age of Atlantis is going to be super cool. Christina says that the Critical Role are only going to be offered to local game stores. All right, Katrina, I'll go look for the link that you sent earlier. The store was crazy enough today that I didn't spend any time on Facebook or email at all today. It was weirdly busy. We were trying to get everything done before Jesse leaves for a week on vacation. And so we were trying to get caught up on all the stuff that we needed to get out of Jesse's head before he leaves. And so it was weirdly crazy busy all day today. So I will look for your message and I will find out what's going on with those Critical Role ones. Maybe if they're only carrying them through local game stores, and it's not going to be, we can't compete with some of the big box stores. If we don't have to, then I'll go and I'll look for the link and see what I can do. Because we do have an account with Funko. That's how we get the Funkoverse board game, which that's pretty fun. We enjoy playing that one. So, yeah, I'll check it out. And speaking of Critical Role, we got Vox Machina, the Omnibus Edition Volume 2 in today to the store. So that's brand new release from the folks at Critical Role. They've got a company that basically is taking the Critical Role web series of playing Dungeons and Dragons and turning it into a comic. So we've had Volume 1. We got restocks in Volume 1 about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I think we have 5 copies of Volume 1 left. I don't know how many Volume 2 we have left in the store right now. I don't know how long Volume 2 is going to last. So I haven't even had a chance to look at it, but it's going on right now at the store. We did back the Kickstarter for Critical Role 2. So I think we're going to have some random Critical Role swag coming in the store at some point that we'll just give away to everybody as well. We just wanted to make sure that the Critical Role cartoon got made because it sounds amazing. So here's hoping that actually happens as well. Let's see what else is going on. Man, I think that's about it. We've been talking to you guys. We did a live video earlier. We got some new stuff from Ty. We got new stuff coming in from Squishable. We got Mariposas I talked about. So many games coming out. I don't know. I'm totally drawing a blank. Any other questions for the Peanut Gallery? Wobbles is letting pet me. Yeah. Wobbles is pretty good about hanging out on anybody's lap as long as they're petting him. He has no loyalty to Kelly or I at all. Any of our friends come over, he will happily sit on their lap. Usually what happens is he sits on people's lap and he's so furry, he gets so hot that your lap overheats. And most people are like, God, he's got to get down. He's so hot. He's laying on this pillow right now, though. And so the pillow keeps him from losing his balance and sinking his claws into me. Because I think I've talked about he's got kitty Parkinson's disease and he falls over a lot. So the pillow protects him and it protects me. And it also protects me from not only his claws, but from the heat that he generates at the same time. Because this long hair that he's got makes him so hot that it's utterly ridiculous sometimes. See, Tuesday I ranted about Marvel United, so we don't need to rehash that. I'm super excited for new Star Trek movies. It looks like the new Bill and Ted's movie, Bill and Ted's Face the Music, is going to be a straight-to-video release now. So it's not going to be in the theaters. So the good news is it's been bumped like 3 or 4 times. They're just going to release it, and I'll be able to watch it. I'm pretty stoked for that. Anybody about my age is probably pretty excited for Bill and Ted's because I think I was maybe a sophomore in high school when Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure came out. And then, of course, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey came out right after I was out of high school. And then it's kind of how Keanu really got his start. Right after that's when he got cast in Speed, and then he was an action star after Speed. And, of course, he's made so many great movies after that. I'm really looking forward to that one. There may or may not also be a graphic novel that I ordered that is the story of what happened between Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey and Bill and Ted Face the Music. I may or may not have ordered that in for the store. And so that will be something that randomly shows up one of these days at the store. Hopefully before the movie comes out, but I don't think it's going to. I think it actually comes out after the movie because they didn't want to spoil anything that's going to happen in the movie. So theoretically, we know that the movies features Bill and Ted's girls, their daughters, and of course Bill and Ted, and then the princesses. And so each trailer they release looks a little bit more ridiculous, which it should be because it's Bill and Ted's. Oh yeah, Stephanie said Wobbles. Wobbles has a penchant to he likes to snuggle up into women's bosoms. That's how Stephanie phrased it. I think that's a good way to do it. So he likes to snuggle right in, and so again, the overheating becomes an issue for ladies in that regard as well. Yeah, don't you, big jerk? Today he was hanging out with, Kelly was taking a bath and I was talking to her and Wobbles came in and then Thumbelina wanted to come see what was going on and Wobbles chased her out of the bathroom. So he's definitely a big jerk that time. I just had something else I was going to mention to you guys that was super fun. Not Dune. Tried to get the movie rights to Goonies and they said no. Something to do with Bill and Ted's. I don't even know. Dune. All right, guys, I think I've kind of blathered at you guys for roughly a half an hour. You guys can always send us in questions ahead of time, and we're happy to answer them. Send us a message like, hey, I think you should talk about this. I am trying to get the guys from El Dorado Games and actually get them to join us on a call. I also invited Forbidden Games and the Elf Creek Games to see if I can get any of them to join us on a video call and talk about their new games they have coming up. We have the downtown honeybee and honey tasting event that's coming up in September on September 4th. And I wrote to the Elf Creek guys like, are you going to have Honey Buzz in the store, right? Because we backed Honey Buzz from them, which is a worker placement game where you literally have to manage your beehive as a bee. So do you choose to make honey in the hive, or do you choose to go out and collect pollen? That's what the game's about. And it's supposed to be out sometime soon. And I really want them to have it to us so that we can have it in the store for September 4th. So Brent and the other guys at Elf Creek Games, if you're watching, get us the game, and we're going to do a whole window display about games that are themed around bees and beehives. And if you want Honey Buzz up center and up close in everybody's face, get it to us by September 3rd. Okay. And with that, I think I'm going to let you guys go. I hope everybody has a great night. And keep being awesome. Wash your hands, wear your mask, stay 6 feet apart from everybody that you can. And